running with Jack Viney. Jack Viney superb in that first game against West Coast, so he's got Ed Curnow, who's one of the best run-back players in the competition.
Doherty tries to spirit to McKay, great hands again, and maybe one last roll of the dice. Open forward line, just need a target. McKay, the man!
Well, that's the one. You have to exploit that matchup and you have to make Melbourne address it. And that was a really clever kick because he saw where the matchup was and he just gave Harry McKay an opportunity to run and jump at the footy.
Clearly their best passage through coming down that outer. They just made good decisions.
Fairway in front of him.
I'm not sure he's going to get him, Howie.
Well, he's played 326 games. He might need a few more, Jace.
What options he's got? Down the line to McKay if he can get up there. There's the hands. Hands it to Martin. Lace out the McKay.
I don't care what you say. You've got to get the right people kicking the ball in this game. It makes such a difference. Distributing the footy.
He put a bow on that. Can McKay finish the deal? Looks pretty good. Goal umpire did not move. 2 in a row to the Blues.
Well, this is exciting, Jared. Long-suffering Blues fans. They haven't had a lot to cheer about.
It's in the Casbolt direction. Harry Taylor got a fist on it. Blitzar's run down from behind. That's ball. Harry McKay.
That's what you want to see from your big man. And look at Eddie Betts get over and says, mate, that's brilliant. Go back, take your shot, take your time. He didn't read it as quickly as Blitzarves did. Blitzarves saw what was going to happen, but didn't realise how quickly McKay.
And the handball, Gibbons. McKay, he got back on Blitzarves. Down to 8.5 minutes now. Simpson out wide to McKay. Had to close him down a bit earlier.
Setterfield got it from Murphy, so a couple of touches to Murphy in this turn. McKay, that was clever, but he goes to ground. Little handball okay, gets to Noons. Phil at half-back, just half a kick down the line. Good mark, McKay.
System since 2014, so he's been around for a while, but ruckmen do take a while to develop.
So
this will work. McGovern can go. Couple of dance steps backwards and then he launches it long on the run. Good grab, McKay, and he's within distance, and this is very kickable by his standards.
Well, the Bulldogs had the extra there. It was Alex Keith, and McKay just put his head down, was able to get goal side really quickly. I think it was Cordy there who was just caught napping, saw Keith and almost lulled him into a false sense of security.
He's got 1-3 for the year, so can be a little inaccurate, but normally from this distance it's not too bad. And he crushes that all the way home. He's got it into an open forward line, back of the pack, bit of play against Paddock, and then a good conversion. Simplistic stuff, but it works.
Important for the Blues that McGovern and McKay have been able to get involved early, because they were all three key forwards for Carlton last week were poor. McKay had 4 possessions, McGovern 6 and Casbolt 6. So they need those guys up and about if they're to threaten a red-hot Bulldogs team.
Couldn't get it out. Gibbons spears that towards Betts. Bounced off his chest. Johannesson caught. That's ball. McKay. And he plays on. And he drills it. This is Curnow's goal. Sorry, not Curnow's goal. Harry's goal. And yet he won't get it marked, because he would have gone back and slotted that one. That's a great tackle. And Eddie's just picked it up and said, I'll take that one. Thank you very much.
Hey, that's an experienced player right there.
And he's getting some praise from his coach, no doubt, David Teague. And that was a perfect palm down to Gibbons in space, who hits McKay on the move. Couldn't take it out, though. Eddie opens it up back again. Gibbons, he's still got McKay, still got McKay, still got McKay, and McKay goals. Gold class. Cutting of the Sharon by the Blues. Now look at this. There it is. A little toe poke has set it up for McKay. And McKay, he's having a great game. He is actually great to watch when he's on song. He's not a high possession winner, but he's actually a footballer with growing influence. Smart play. Smart toe poke.
Looked like they cooked it, the Blues, and it was
some precision ball use there to McKay. Walsh, again, brilliant. Walsh toward the boundary. Bontempelli collides with McKay. Something crazy here. That'll do. McKay, why not? Why not? Great transition. from one end of the ground to the other, traversed the centre of the ground, and ends up kicking it straight to a bloke who's got pretty sticky hands tonight. He's kicked 2 straight tonight and set up a couple of others. No Charlie Curnow, no Matt Cruiser. Forward line is his at the moment. In he struts for a third, and Deadeye McKay does it again.
Forward pressure.
Yep.
After half time, it's been the transition, bring the ball inside, work it to the open side, and your forwards look really dangerous. And
here at Metricon, short week, Friday night game. McKay.
Cunningham darts away, uses the left to get it to half forward. McKay was in perfect position to take that mark. Does he go on his own? He's had a look inside. 2 bounces. It gets better and better for Big Harry. Shades of another Harry from Carlton all those years ago. He looked a little bit more coordinated than Justin Madden, but great stuff for the Blues, and scores a level.
And their ability to go coast to coast. And this has been the greatest challenge for all teams, but in particular the Blues over recent years. They finally get the ball on the outside. They get that one-on-one that they have been craving. And don't you love to see the big fella run and bounce? But it's just the little bits of detail. Gibbons in the bottom of the screen. A lot of players lead up at that football. They want to get the short option. Gibbons' awareness to say, no, I'm actually encroaching on his space. Allow Harry to run to 15 and thump it through himself.
There are one-on-ones.
There's some continuity about his footy right now. Centrefield goes for McKay. Yes. Kick it a bit out. Pops it up into the pocket. McKay, he's got it. Not an easy kick.
Well, that was better for him because at least the forwards again got separation. On the last attempt where Mackenzie had that good spoil, the 2 Carlton players were going back to the top of the goal square. They need to separate.
He's going to use all the time he's got. He's covered some territory, kicked a great goal earlier on the run. But this is something quite different. Left foot, cross the body from distance, no problem! Harry McKay!
And the execution of these kicks have almost become run-of-the-mill for the modern player. They love snapping across their body for a left footer, a couple of steps out, bring it back around, and that's what you love to see from your key forward. Do it at 50 now, from the corner, Gibbons to the top of the square, McKay! And now it's King.
Fantastic pass. He's busy, Gibbons. He's everywhere.
What a pick-up he's been kicking for them.
13 disposals. He's been involved in, this will be his 5th score involvement. That's a high return.
Harry McKay, 3 goals last week. And 3 goals this week.
Once it starts, you're out of sorts as a back 6. Great location to put the ball.
Of course, Harry McKay back in the team tonight after missing last week. That's rushes it forward, and that's his direction. So it's a good positive start onto that left boot from Harry. Deep to Cunningham, who takes the mark.
Well, he was in red-hot form, McKay, before he's out injured. Last 2 games before that, 3 goals. So it's great to see him leading up at the ball, but when he turned around, he just had multiple options. You know, Hawthorn defenders were called out with the quick ball movement. Quite well in close games, but I thought last week was a big opportunity that they missed against North Melbourne. They should have really put them away. And that's, you know, they come into this game tonight, clearly the better side. There's not too much suggested that he took a dive.
Gibbons goes for McKay. He's a big target. And he takes another juggling mark to get things.
he's one of these modern key forwards.
On the arc, he gives it plenty, Harry, right to the line. And Casbolt!
Got him high, so that is a free kick. But as you were saying, Nick,
Gibbons. And it's 2-on-1 in Carlton's favour. McKay left the intensity for the Blues. Sees something to his liking, and that something was the big figure of Harry McKay in the pocket. Gibbons thought about it and changed his mind. Frawley, McKay, once he wasn't paid in the back,
Nunes in hand to kick 2 early goals. Hasn't seen a lot of it since. Good presentation by McKay. Draws the free. Advantage. Betts gets them going. McKay. With a juggler.
Carlton punches that one down the line.
You get first possession, Ryan, put a little step on. Now that might be prior opportunity. McKay's got him. I reckon he's gone.
On the ball.
Well tackled, Harry McKay. And I think that's fair enough. Just took the tackler on. Got to reward that, Richo.
Inside 50 ball. Bouncing Cox is going to have to be careful. He's run down by McKay. Kennedy pumps it. Inside looking for McKay. That's frontal contact.
Harry, that's it.
Freo crowd know their team have been challenged.
Thanks, mate. Come on, Paul.
Harry McKay.
Back here. Thank you.
The run around left foot banana.
Wait, Michael, play on.
Well done.
All clear.
Two of the 3 goals in this term for the Blues, and they are coming.
Footy at the moment. Kurno's had 9 this quarter. Cripps has had 7. Walsh has had 6. Inside 50s 11-6. They're getting first use now, the Blues.
Williamson. That's a nice ball.
Well done, McKay. Harry McKay, sorry. Just giving them that outlet. It's important that you come up the ground at times and give your defence that outlet kick, and that was really good work right now. He's working back to goal.
Centrefield. Now Cripps. Handballs forward to Gibbons. Gibbons measures it, and McKay has.
Here is Cripps. High footy. The back McKay.
Just a little chance here. Hooks it cleverly. Against Graham on McKay. Danger time stuck for Suns, I reckon, right now, because they're going to nail a couple of these, the Blues, eventually, aren't they?
Yeah, and they have to, Bruce. He had the shot that he had in the first quarter, he actually hit it well. Just didn't quite get the distance, so he should have a little bit of confidence around that.
Tight pocket, of course. Buddy likes this one, and he's got it home, hasn't he, McKay? So the Blues skip away.
Just real clever kick there, just to the space, and drew the free kick, McKay. And as we were saying, he's very, very good, clean kick for a big guy of his height. Hits it well.
Ball is exceptional. Look at Gibbons. He turned Graham inside out and went short to McKay. Good open footy now. Photos galore. And all of a sudden it's on here. So McKay has had a few shots tonight, and he's looked the dominant forward for the Blues.
And the game just opening up a little bit for both teams, isn't it? Just getting better looks going inside forward 50 now.
So let's have a look at this kick. From a pretty uncomplicated and effortless style, magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. He's got a couple. He could have had a couple more. He's playing well. Yes, he marked that one, didn't let it go, and that's a magnificent kick.
Good build-up, BT.
To Cottrell, who banged it inside 50 to McKay.
Walsh's kick wide, that's a good one. To Cripps, 5 handballs so far for Cripps. Martin got it over the back, good kick to McKay. Transition footy, one end to the other. Hard to do against the Pies. Against the Suns, he was about to go on there. Kicked 2-4 that night. Should have probably kicked 5. He's got one today. They're in front. First kick, wanting a grab, getting nearly a grab with De Koning. Did well to hold up against Maynard. McKay, Martin over the top. Betts lurking, fending off. Clever, Fisher wrong side.
Leap for the footy, hasn't he?
Beautiful elevation. We've seen a lot of that. Good hands from McKay.
A quick release, perhaps a little bit of luck as well, but one bouncer can go again if he wants. Straightens, loping long lefty, high ball on the head of McKay. Strong contested mark. And the Blues looking good here at the moment.
It's just a kick to the perfect spot. As you see, he lets the forwards do all the work, takes his time, and then sits it up. He's not trying to stab it. He's just putting it to the favour. And you'd want there for a big fist coming from Perryman, you'd hope, rather than trying to take that mark. As a defender, you'd want him coming across on that help side and put a big fist into it.
McKay, boy, just got it through. The Blues have kicked their fourth. Stagnated there for a year or so after his initial flourishing start. And the long ball to McKay, and that's a good contested mark again in front of Lockie Keefe.
That's their 5th contested mark, Carlton.
Great focus on the footy from Ed Curnow, and it ends up with a shot on goal for McKay. Dumps a long one looking for Cameron. Can they crash in behind and make something happen? The small forwards not.
Can they find anything on this side of the ground? They're going to have a go now. Keefe needs to be steady here. McKay's got him. Good tackle. Didn't know he was there. And this will be a McKay free from range as well. Just didn't know he was there at all, Lockie Keefe.
That was excellent defence there from Carlton. Curnow had the long kick in. Yesterday there was an intercept mark from the Giants, but all the Carlton players went and found a GWS player. They went and manned him up.
A bit of a stranglehold. What a Carlton got. They've got a big forward that works in Harry McKay.
The usual long sleeves to Murphy. Tries to spot to Conning. In fact, McKay, did he mark it just inside?
He did.
In the end, ran out of room. Murphy sends it back the other way. He's got McKay on a long lead. Ignores the hand pass to Petrevski-Seton. Measures the ball forward to Martin. This is better from Carlton. He's Papley pressured off the footy by Curnow. They go inside 50 again, the Blues. And now it's going their way, and big Harry marks. Plays on. Hooks it round the body. Another one for Carlton. 7 for the Swans, now 4 for the Blues. And there's the smile.
Got me beat. But what they did, I love this option. Don't be fancy. It's slippery. Just get it forward. Play the territory game.
It's a good mark.
But why you would play on like that? I mean, he's kicked it right through the middle, so you can't whinge, can't complain. But boy, it worries me when they do that.
So as good a contested marks you'll see there with the wet ball and spinning awkwardly. He's a super talent. Yeah, unique. Well, it's not unique anymore, Jace.
Makes a third bounce. Walsh deep to the square to McKay.
Thought he was held by the jumper coming down.
Well, that's a great outcome from Sydney, but Harry McKay did his job. He competed 1 against 2, 1 against 3. He didn't take the mark, brought it to ground. Where were the smalls for Carlton? That's their responsibility to hit that and make something of it. He's drawn in 2 defenders, taken them out of the contest, and no presence at ground level.
Murphy to the top of the square. McKay.
That's the one. Now, he was just quickest to read that.
Oh, plays on Jason. Hooks it round the corner. I hope he kicks this. He does. McKay's got his second. Both times he snapped round the corner. And the Blues are coming. She's all square.
I mean, this is a great opportunity, though, to have a look at Harry McKay, how quickly he reads the play. So he's involved there, he pushes back to the square.
I love his
He's actually running backwards. Look how quickly he takes front position away. McCartan's looking for his opponent. Why you can't kick a drop punt from there is beyond me. And he didn't strike it that well. He made the goal umpire work. That would have been criminal if he missed it.
Wrestling with Malik, and there's Dawson. He's everywhere.
Good tackle.
Little drop step on Keys, goes back inside, and McKay, play on. Touched. It's the Walsh. Heads out wide, hoping for and finding McKay. Gets the Shepherd, pumps it long. McKay this time, and he takes off. They're not going to take this one off him. And he gives them life. And gives the goal umpire a little scare.
Really good kick. He had a guy out wide there, Gibbons, he could have gone to. Said, no, I'm going to go to my big fella. And didn't let him down. Just about took the goal umpire out with him.
to his credit, he went back to apologise as well to the goal up. He didn't mean it.
Sharon gets it back again. Back to Gibbons. And now the money kick finds McKay.
Quick ball movement, dangerous. Allow your forwards to have space and let your big marking forward come at the ball. What a huge goal this is going to be if he kicks it. This gives them a genuine shot.
Takes a deep breath. Now the walk in. Opens up the angle. Dead-eye McKay. And it's game on.
That they're providing for each other. The overlap run finally in their favour. Better ball use at times. You just hope they're not spending all their tickets now in this fight back. Three-quarter time. They've just got to hold on now. Can't allow the Crows to get this next centre bounce win.
Inside towards McGovern. Bends it around top of the square. McKay!
Eddie Betts, how good was that?
He's opened it up and played on and has bent it enough. They get the opener of the last quarter.
And that's the difference. McAdam with the miss at one end. The Blues get a let off there and they go down and kick one. Great kick, great goal.
DeConing bumped on the kick, top of the square. Still a chance for McKay. Open goal, slams it through. So they need 3 goals in 2 minutes.
Still a chance. He's not going to let you down too many times. It's a really good long deep kick.
And we continually see when Carlton move the ball and actually carry the lines, they can get the ball inside forward 50 to those one-on-one situations. They look a much better side than what we saw in that first quarter. Very impressive finish to the game, but
pretty lucky there, the Blues.
Cunningham. McKay emerging.
That's great. When you wheel and go like that, that is really good play.
Richo, you called this beautifully at the time. It's often the big forwards who want to play on because they know that's exactly how they want the ball themselves.
Exactly, Dus. And he played on, and then you'd think on the move.
Help Walsh. Williamson. Long forward ball, and McKay, lovely elevation at the footy.
Yeah, Payne just lost contact on him. This guy's huge. He's over 200 centimetres, and you have to keep him grounded. If he gets a jump at the ball, you're not going to be able to spoil it. You're probably only going to give a free kick away.
Harry McKay. Low and straight. To Walsh. Where does he go with this? Straight into the bread basket of Harry McKay.
It was manhandled, nothing doing. Mark Murphy off the ground. McKay, can he do his opponent Payne? Still a live footy there. Cunningham picked up. Here's his marker, Curnow. That's heading towards goal. He might have got it. Curnow, he has.
Yes, mate. Yeah, he's enjoying it up here.
McKay, good mark.
Mark, or free kick.
Might have got a free anyway, yeah.
He'll play on here, Harry.
Play on! That's exactly what he does, Richo, and slots it.
The free kick was paid against Mitch Robertson. Harry marked it anyway. It's his second goal tonight from limited opportunities. Only 29 inside 50s for Carlton.
To Sam Walsh.
16 contested possessions, Sam Walsh.
High ball, McKay. Good hands from the big man.
They're really good, aren't they? Sticky hands in wet conditions. He's finishing off the year really well. He'll feel good about his summer coming up. A little bit more strength and weight on.
That's his third. Nicely done.
This is a great sign, isn't it, for Carlton fans at home to see Harry McKay with that sort of contested marking ability, Richo. Really, really exciting.